The Dark Heart of Uukrul. So the Dark Heart of Uukrul does not exist anymore. Or Uukrul. But the game tells you that you have to use the hammer to break the heart. That's wrong. You cast the heart on the ground because it's made of glass, and then you use the hammer to deliver the killing blow on Uukrul. So I have to be in range. That was a bit tricky yesterday. I'm surprised we actually got it. But yeah. Yeah, so you might be thinking, if you weren't here or if you weren't paying attention, I wouldn't blame you for either one. If you killed Uukrul, why are we still here? Well, apparently the place is evil and dangerous or something. So we can't leave it. We have to blow up everything. We have to call in an orbital strike. To call in the orbital strike, you need to turn on the beacon. To turn on the beacon, you need to arm the beacon, which involves arming 4 quadrants. For each quadrant, you need a code. To get an arming code, you need to get another code, a command, and a key. We did all of that. It's been a lot of article, it has. We did all of that. The beacon is armed. I really want to just pull the goddamn trigger, but there's a guy there standing in front of the button saying, no, we need to save so-and-so first. And I'm like, what? No, you have to go back. There is one more dungeon for you to go through. It's going to be messed up and confusing. Man, this song. So these very Japanese dudes come up to this composer and say, Yuzo, Mr. Koshiro, sir, we have a beat-em-up game. It's a simple thing, it's for a console, it's probably gonna be a launch title, maybe, I don't know. It's a simple small thing, like 5 stages. We want an intro song, right? Don't go too fucking hard. And the guy just plays the song on the piano on flames. Alright, so we're going back into Uukrul. And we have to go through the chaos to find Mara, and then bring the Mara back to the beacon, and then that's probably the end of the game. Resume the timer. Unless Mara turns evil at the end, I doubt it. That would be a dumb twist. Like, I get that, oh, the guy that you thought was good is actually evil. It's an overplayed trope, whatever. But I don't think it fits for Mara at all. So I would be very disappointed if that was what happened. I made a backup of the save file, it's fine. What about the inverted dungeon? Oh god damn it, welcome in Battle Mario. Alright. So is there an yeah, there is nothing. This is the end of the dungeon. And this is a thing that I really fucking like about this game. How the game is mostly linear. You keep going east the entire game. Every single sanctuary, I don't know if you guys have realized this, because when you're in the sanctuary and you try to leave, it always has exactly 3 exits. Eastern, Western, and Teleporter. Always. And you always enter the sanctuary from the west, and you always leave to the east. Always. And I don't know, I really like how linear that make the game feel. There's a lot of good shit about this game. And yes, it's 57 hours, and yes, there were frustrating moments, but like I was telling Galatep yesterday, every good game has horrible parts. Pretty clever way to keep it manageable. Not only that, I don't know if I brought this up, I probably did. It's about brain space. You're navigating the dungeon, you're trying to keep, okay, I have to go back to this part, I remember there was a hole somewhere, you look at the map, it only helps you so much, and you start to pollute your mind space with all the shit you're keeping track of. You get to a sanctuary, is a soft reset on your mind. You're like, okay, segment done, reset, calm down, we're going into a new adventure. Those little soft resets are so good to deal with exhaustion. This game, I would have been... It would have overstayed its welcome 30 hours ago if it weren't for that. But no, it keeps it manageable, like you said. And I love it. So, we have two codes. One for the beacon and one for chaos. The beacon we can't... We went there. The guy said you have to bring Mara. So we go to the chaos. And I'm worried, like... It's called chaos. It can't be simple. And also there is the shelf by the lake that we didn't do. I don't know if it is necessary, because there's a lot in this game that is kind of optional. Which is another thing that is very good, like if you go on a fucking adventure throughout a world or gigantic dungeon or whatever, and you have a bunch of things and puzzles, you shouldn't make the game...
What do you call a guy who hangs out with musicians? A drummer.
That one is pretty good, man. It's one of my favorites. If you have a bunch of puzzles and mysteries and secrets, and all of them are required, you're just making it annoying. So the game requires 6 hearts, but it gives you 8. We literally skipped one. We choose to skip one. No, like I already got 6. I'm skipping this one because it feels too difficult. The hammer hole one. We got another one, just an extra bonus. We stored it away. That's also very good. So maybe that shelf with the lake is optional. The mirror that we went back, the Kari mirror, that was technically optional. I could have guessed I will rule as the answer. We got information that got us pretty close to that. You've heard that one. That one is pretty good. Alright, but, you know, without further delay, we head out to chaos. I wish the tile set was, like, inverted or something. Like, there's only one single tile set for the entire game. I wish for chaos they did anything different, like just invert the colors or something. But you know, there's a lot of content. It's... Guts Falls would be amazing. I don't know, some cosmic shit, whatever. Outlines would be cheap as fuck to generate and just store different set of things. They could have done that, and I think would be fitting. Here we go, yes, Sunfall, here we go. Boom! You have entered Uukrul's prison, the Chaos. It carries an aura, a wild, unpredictable magic, as though the very laws of nature were perverted here. Kinky. The air shimmers, and nothing seems quite as it should be. It is deathly quiet. The feeling of lethargy and despair that pervades seems to come from directly ahead. You peer into the darkness, trying to locate its source. The magic seems concentrated behind a cage. You can make out a slab behind the bars, and a figure lying on the slab motionless, frozen in a magical sleep. It's probably Mara. No, this. Oh god. Oh fuck. There is. I was looking at this. Okay, it's just this one room with a small cage in the over there. It's fine. And then you turn around, you have those weird looking walls, and then you have a bunch of signs that we're gonna have to read and write. Dungeon crawlers already ask a lot of the player. They should really offer visual signs of changes you progress. I do agree. And, you know, it's kind of okay for 1989. But like, Might and Magic 1 is 86 and it has a lot more tile set variety than this. Although of course that game does demand you a bit more in terms of navigation, because you have to draw your maps, you have outside maps and inside maps, and you don't have a compass that you can call at any time. So it is a bit more annoying. If you understand exactly how the rules work for mapping, that is one of the most fun games to map out. Because the rules are simple. Every single map is 16 by 16. You have a spell that you can use to check your heading. You have a spell that you can use to check your exact coordinates. So you don't have to guess where on the grid you are to map. Those side changes are lower near for at least the map's compass. I'll give this game that. I'll say this. When I played Might and Magic on my own time, I did look up multiple things while playing through it. This game I needed 3 hints. So like, it is more limited in the sense that it was just 2 guys making the game pretty much, so they even tried to add sound. They had limited resources. And I think that it has plenty of content and civilization in it that it makes up for tile sets. It would be amazing. It would be like, I would prefer tile sets instead of sound and music. But I think they prioritized things correctly. I get the feeling neither one was quite an artist either. Reading inscription. Not easily translatable. Yeah, not at all. I contain thy way of your empire, and Thorpe, and Feep. I contain thy way on your elope. Tiny soda, yes, the tail level's tiny soda. I got a new bundle. I contain the way of your escape. I'm gonna write it down here. Chaos. So I know all the notes following this line are that I contain the way of your escape. Now here comes the question. Here comes where this might be a very, very fun, interesting scene, or it might be extremely frustrating. And the answer to that lies here. There is a map. Thank you. I was so worried this place would be unmappable. There is a map. This will probably be very fun. I shit in that. You shit on something, I get it. I contain the card you need to take. Case is very helpful so far. Clear, concise, yeah. I wonder if each of these is like a box. And it does contain something. It might be just these 3 boxes. I contain the path you seek. Probably. I contain the path you seek maze in the maze. There goes my mana. I contain the path you seek to make. Behind the grate, you see Mara frozen on an obsidian slab. Okay. Every single piece of the grate, they don't have a grate without key, so every single piece of the grate is openable. It's fine. Yeah, so every single piece of the grate is a door. Because they wanted to make a cage. Ooh, I cannot map past there. Oh, frick. Okay, so it's getting a bit weird. So you can't map everything. Wait, is it a copper hoop about 8 feet in diameter is set into the floor here? There's a slight tingle as you cross it. Oh, it's the card. It's the card. Of course we don't have the cards anymore. It's probably a card for this part. Let me put down a label for the copper hoop. I cannot map this area. I cannot map this area. I cannot map this area. I can map this area. Wait, where the fuck did I just... Oh shit, they weren't kidding. It is chaotic. You think you have 8 quesadillas for food. The quesadillas. Chaos. Yes, wait, what? I wasn't reading the text, so the translation failed. To need a Bren. To need a key, you call... That sounds like some keyword, magic word or something. To need a key. Cool. Soul. Ren. Kısıkırı. There is a wall here that I can't see. Oh, not from the other side I can. Can I map this area? And this is a different... No, 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 no. What did I just do? I'm so confused. I took a... What is this? Did I take a... I took multiple pictures. Apparently, if you hold down the take a picture button, it takes a bunch of pictures in quick succession. Okay, camera. Can I use the camera? Where is Whist? Ozatec Rodent Sun. That's for Gateway C. Keep in mind. There's some parchment on the ground. Fuck. The Reach every ledge, else another sleeps eternally. So basically, you can't just go there and release her. You also need to reach every ledge. I was going... Right, this one I have... Yeah, this is the map, okay. Ah, there are spinners! In addition to everything else, there are spinners. That's what was getting me confused. Wait, there is a teleporter here with 4 but what the fuck? Sorry. And teleporters? Oh, the only thing missing are holes now. A stick of chalk. I'm sorry, the Terlevos. Hello there, Zofir. Welcome to Chaos. Spinners, fuck. Eat chalk. Eat chalk and die. Okay, same message. I contain the way of your... How did I even get here? Okay, I need to go in there, obviously. Yeah, chaos is very appropriate, yes. We have Osa. Ah! Ah! I got it. He said before getting more and more confused. I got it with that face, precisely. Nice, nice. We need a few of these. At least one more, but it's probably gonna be like 4 maybe. So, we need coal. Haven't gotten coal. We got coal right here. We need Sol. We don't have it. We need coal. We don't have it. We need Ren. We don't have it. We need Osa. We have it. We need Tus. We have it. We need Tur. We don't have it. It's gonna be at least 2 more. That's pretty good. Oh, the Jesus F? That's at least 6. So we need to find at least 3 more. Ah, but here's the kicker. It depends on the gateway that you're at. There are multiple coals, for example. Oh, interesting. You enter the levitation shaft and feel your body sink downwards. Did we go up? To play a card? No, I gain a word to gain a card. And I think those are the 3 things we need to I think those are the 3 things we need to do. We need to get... I contain the way of your escape. That's where you need to leave the chaos. Also to stir. I contain the card you need to take. To do that, we need a door. And I contain the path you seek to make? Would that be the key? Totally. What? Ah, it took me back here. Okay, you know, I'm glad there are no enemies here. Like, I need all my brain power for this. I contain the card you need to take. It's the north one. I want to not note which box is which, because we do teleport into them later. Should not have to fight another enemy before you win the game. That's very... Then why did they give us a bunch of gold to buy a bunch of weapons that we can't upgrade? Okay, it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, this part of the game would be horrific with enemies. Right, this is I contain the way of your escape. And that's the east one. And then I don't need to look, the other is the south one. Relative to the cage. Ah, your compass doesn't work in that one spot. Is that relevant? Please tell me it's not relevant. There's another spot where the compass doesn't work. I did read that. I did not read this. Map. Gateway A. We need at least... the picture didn't take. God damn it, cell phone, stop being ass. You need to last another 3 years. We got A, B, C. We are missing at least 2 more because we have F. Is the compass just permanently broken now? I did read that. Did you win? No, not yet. No, what? Why GG's? No, not yet, no. Is this like a barrier into... Yeah, you cannot map this area. Another map. Release. As am I passed, so am I sought. No, that's another layer. I don't want another layer. I don't want another layer of puzzle. Oh god, man. If a path is a key, then set Mara free. I mean, until I have explored everything, I can't consider myself still having a chance. Right, that boundary, you can't look at the boundary. That's every boundary. You can't look at it. Shit, fuck. I think we hit a spinner and I didn't notice. I might have hit a spinner. Okay. That thing I also haven't read. Map? If a path is a key, then set Mara free. Release. This is the same release. No, it isn't. It's a different set of letters. Strange sign for... Uukrul is a weird guy. Gateway E? Okay, so we're missing one more. We have 6 gateways. Hang on. We have 7 letters. I wonder if there is one more gateway after F. I wonder if those things are related or not. Okay, you have mapped. I'm trying to map every tile. That's all I have. The compass. Yes, the compass. Okay, we have more signs here. And the compass still messed. Map? Gateway D. This might be the last one if there are exactly 6. Why does the photo just go to limbo sometimes, phone? I don't get it. I take the photo, you get... Okay, here it is. Read inscription. If a card heeds your call, then pass through the wall. Hello there, Armored Macaw. We are on the most confusing part of the game ever. That fucking compass is not working. It's literally called the Chaos. Uukrul's getting revenge from beyond the grave. Here I guess he is. Can I map this area? Oh, so that's a boundary. What? Ah, fuck. Karma? Yeah. We killed Uukrul, now Uukrul is pissed. So if you want to get to that teleporter, you can't go in from the entrance. You have to go in from here instead. Right, one was nothing. Did I get that right? Spinner tiles everywhere. It's a boundary. Alright, that's a teleporter. Wait, that's so weird. Okay, what is this area? There is a book on the ground. This is the code book, and the new book is... This is a large book. Every page is covered with tangle of lines, arrows, scribbles, and a lot of crossing out. Someone before has tried to map the chaos. Huh. No! This is... This is horrific. Was a hidden teleporter again. Read, translate. Translate strongly. To take a key? No, that's a different one. To gain a key. Spinner tile. If the path's too long, then the spell stays strong. Writing down notes. What? What? Ah, fuck. That makes... They can have a few things. They can't have everything fucked like that. Like, have mercy. The freaking... freaking spinner tiles. Yeah, another one. I can actually... Hang on. Okay, can I... go here without being teleported? All the spinners. These two tiles here, I haven't been able to get inside. Right, but that one I technically can. But that's just going to... It's supposed to be a grate here, but it's not there. Meanwhile, this particular tile is not. Yeah, here's the grate. Great, now what? I don't know. I feel like I haven't explored everything yet. But navigating this map is... You can't go past the boundaries. I mean, sometimes you can. We just did. No. Spinners. Spinners. Have I read those? Probably. I have. Spin me right, round, baby. No, or something. Like a blogger, babe. Like, is that the actual lyrics? I don't actually know. Okay, we have mapped most of it from the looks of it. Although there are areas like here we can't get in here because of the teleporter. You might need maybe the card to avoid the teleporters. This area, we were here. I don't know why it's marked as not. It's record, okay. Spin me like a record, okay. Makes more sense. So I think I got all the hints. Space! Okay, so teleporter 2 is nothing as well. But I went west and I landed. And I landed right here. I keep going west and landing there. Now I went north. And north again, and the map is shifting. Yeah, now I'm back here. What if I go east? He dropped me here. If I go south. This is... I contain the way of your escape. So this would be Osa to... There? Or is this just teleport station chaos? This is the escape. This is how we leave. I figured out how to leave. Accidentally. I went west, north, then it was west, east, and then it was south. I remember doing that. Now, to leave the chaos is Osa Tour Ter. Osa is north on Gateway C. Tour is... I don't have Tour. I don't have Tour. Tus, not Tour, Tus. Tus is west on Gateway B. And Ter... Ter is south on Gateway D. Hello there, Musifate. So are we telling me that we were on Gateway C? And we went north. Then we were on Gateway B and we went west. That's not what we did. I need to figure out... If I figure out how that one worked, it will make it easier to figure out how the other ones work. Is this Katrina? What? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. That shit crazy. Oh, okay. Okay, put down a save and let's try that again. So yeah, this is to leave. So where did we land? We were like... We were inside this. Are those blocks the gateways? So this is a gateway, but we are on the bottom now instead of being at the top, even though I press the same button. So I would need to coalesce it. Coalesce it into a single spot. Okay, so we are on a gateway, I think. Now, if you want to leave the chaos is Oza first. Oza is north. So I go north. No. I do have written down where I did go. Oh, you know what? Maybe it is north until it coalesces. It's coalesced. So this completes north, and then we need to go to Tus. Tus would be west. It lands us here. Does that mean I need to coalesce it back by going north? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we need to go to Ter. Ter is south. It did work! Right, but this, we can't... You have to start with Osa. If you wanted to get a key, to gain a key, we need to go to Sol. Sol is still north, but from a different gateway. Or west. On a different gateway, there are two Sols. I went east. Okay. What was 1? I did 1 do. 1 landed me on this gateway. We went north. Then we went west. And then we went south. Was it south? So I assume this was Gateway C? Whatever, to... One. Yeah, I am at on 1. If I go north, it just spits me out. It doesn't have the coalescing thing from the others, so... Makes me feel like that's a wrong place to be at, I don't know. Alright, if I go west, it dumps me. Ah, fuck. Fucking fuckers. Okay, just teleport. Oh, this is up here. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Jesus! Ah! If I go east, it just dumped me outside again. And if I go south, it just dumps me outside. If I go to 3, it dumps me on this one, but it's... And this was what I believed to be Gateway C. It just dumped me outside. Why is it different now? Oh, because I hit 3, not 2. And 4 dumps me here. This is yet another one. Oh, I went north and I stayed. Hang on. The previous one we went Osa, Dus, and third. It was CBD. That doesn't help. It was gateways C, B, and D to find the exit. Alright, yeah, on Gateway C we went north, it was Oza. Then we went Tus. There is only one Tus, which was going west on Gateway B, which I would expect... Okay, we're going backwards on gateways. You get to Gateway A. But Gateway A doesn't have a turn. Should be relaxed. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know what you're referencing. Can I go... west? I can. I went elsewhere, but it worked. Then we go south? He landed me back here. What? Okay, so south on that one always leads here. Doesn't matter how you get there. Did I get that right? Relax it and remember, if it ain't got a flare, it don't go down there. What the? All I know is 420 blaze it. That's as far as my knowledge of that kind of stuff goes. Look, it's coalescing. Ranger, eh. And then it went here. But is this the one where if you go south you always leave? It is. Sakura, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcome everyone from Sakura's channel. I'm Culprit, I stream most days of the week. We're trying to beat the Dark Card of Uukrul. Uukrul is dead. But we have to call in an orbital strike. To do that we need to release Mara, which is this woman who is imprisoned in the chaos. And the chaos... Good lord. I've already filled 2 pages of notes with this place and I still don't know what's going on. Welcome everyone, what are we doing? Back on Blender. Learning stream 8. Detailing the... Oh, detailing. Someone is getting fancy over there. How was your stream, my friend? Hope you enjoyed yourself. Welcome everyone. Ah, the flipper, the spinner tiles. I wonder if each one of these... Like, look, we went north and it coalesced like this, weirdly. I wonder if I can go east. Ah, shit. I got stuck. Ah, fuck. This place is horrific. Yeah, the map is broken on purpose. It has spinner tiles. It has parts where your compass doesn't work. It was good. I had a great time. Made excellent progress. I'm really happy to hear that. So it's either north or south. Let me go north. No, north just kicked me out. So I have to go south, maybe? So north. And now south? Yes! And then north. But if I go south now, it's going to lead to the exit. What a mess. I get the feeling that I get the feeling that as you move correctly, you unlock those paths that show up. So this was not north. It's not west. It's working so bad without a correct. Ask that after you answered. I mean, you managed to bring up Katrina out of all things. Oh, that there is a teleporting tile in front. So south? It's not south. So that only leaves east, which is where you're already facing when you're getting here. No! All of those... So one is locked? For now, at least. Right, and this is the one that has been the most... unlocked. What happens if I go south from here? Oh, Lord. What happens if I go south again? so we are here. I went south. He dropped me here. Can I go west? Oh, it dropped me on the path you seek to make, but it needs a key. Hang on. Hang on, I want to make sure I got that right. Yeah, teleporter. It's always a bit annoying to get back to that. So if I go to 2, I want to write that down. I went south and then west. Yes. Okay, how did that... Okay, this is to need a key. Right, you need a key to using here. So to need the key, you need to do cool, salt, call, Ren. Is Ren west? It is. Ren is west on gateway F. Is call south? No, call is not south. Ren is also east on another gateway. Call... I can only find call east on gateway B. I mean, I'm not figuring these out, at least yet, but I'm brute forcing it, which is horrific considering everything we're doing. I don't know if these numbers mean anything. To need a key, it's cool, sal, call, ren. Cool is south on 3 different gateways. The thing is, and we do go south first, but then we go west. We do cool and then we do ren. To leave the chaos, Ter is south on gateway B. Gateway D. That's the one we use to escape, and so gateway D is... this one right here at the top. If you go south from there, you leave. To leave the chaos is Oza Tour Ter. Ter is south on Gateway D. So the one at the top would be Gateway D. To need a key, it ends with Ren. We went west. Ren is west on Gateway F. If I go south here. So this would be Gateway F? Because if I go west here, I do land here. The thing is, we do have a bunch of letters on other things, but they're not A, B, C, D, E, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 7 letters. So those letters that we found, they don't help with this. Jesus, I'm trying to... I'm randomly mashing directions here, trying to... I guess that doesn't work. Probably because of spinner tiles. So again, if we go south here and then we go west here to need a key. So west here is Ren. It has to be. Did you get a peek of the two that looked like ciphers? I did. As am I passed, so am I sought? I did get that. And if a path is a key, then Sedmar are free. Those have a bunch of letters. You want to see the pictures? One looks like this. There are letters there. Ah, shit. Or are you looking at a guy that already has that and I don't have to? Right. One looks like this. Focus. It says release. There. And the other one looks like this. If a path is a creed, a key, can set more free. Focus. Yeah, it has an RLECAVY. I have no idea what any of that is. Let me adjust the camera back. Right, so I am tempted to believe that if we go south from this at the top, we get to the exit. Every time, doesn't matter how we're getting there. If we go south, we get to the exit. The exit, to leave the chaos is Oza to stir. The guides you found basically said I have to solve puzzles. Good luck. No, don't do that. We did get 3 hints so far. If I get to the end of the stream, I haven't made any progress, I'll get probably the final hint and just beat the game today. But for now, I'm trying to figure it out. So my guess is that this is quadrant gateway D because it's the only one that has Tur going south. And Tur is the last one in to leave chaos, and that going south here leads to the exit. Now, this one I think is gateway F because it's the only one where Ren is west, and and if you leave west from here, it does lead me to need a key. There we go. Jesus, that was hard. Now, if I go south here, it leads me here, which would make me think that it would be Call, because it is the last one before Ren. It would be Call going south. We don't have a Call going south. We don't have a Saul going south. We have 3 Coles going south. Cole is the first one on the To Need a Key sequence. So there's a chance this one might be gateway A, F, or B. Now, if I wanted to gain a key, I would need to go south. Saul. And Saul can be like west. Yeah, this song is how I feel. West. West did take me somewhere. West took me to gateway D. And I want to go west again. Yes. Which leads me back here. So we want cool, which would be south. So I want to go south. So next we want cool again. We are on what I think is gateway F. Gateway F has cool going south. So we go south. It did work. It's still working. And then his dick fell off. Every single coal goes south. There is no coal that goes anywhere else. So we go south. No. No. What? You were so close. It was west, west, south, south. And I'm thinking of doing the to gain a key sequence, which is Saul, Saul, cool, cool, Dur. So instead of doing cool, we want to try and do Dur. Dur could be east or north, depending on which one we are at. So I'm going to try east. It didn't work. If this is confusing to watch, believe me, it's even more confusing to play. West, west, south, south. I tried south, I tried east. I want to do door. So that is north is one of it has to be north then? Oh. We went north. But that's door. We should be at the end. Maybe it's not in the right order, so we need to do another call. This is gateway F. Call would be going south. We're back here. I haven't tried west. There's a not ornate key on the ground. So I solved it.
Thank you.
Delicious Coffee, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcome everyone from Delicious Coffee's channel. I'm confused. I play most days of the week around this time. We have been doing Uukrul for 58 hours. And this part of the game makes the rest look simple. I just solved a puzzle. You're also confused. Yeah, welcome. We starting a club for that. No, the spinners, the spinners. The spinners again. Ah, Jesus Christ. West, 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 south, south. Where is this? South, south, west, 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 west. You hope I'm doing good. I hope too. Yeah, Copert is no longer here. I'm confused. Welcome everyone. What were you doing? Super Castlevania 4, that's one of the very first games I've ever streamed. It's one of my favorite soundtracks on the SNES. Weast. Did I say Weast? I say Weast sometimes. Shit. So I went west finally and got the key. To gain a key is going there at the end. There is east is west on gateway E. So this is gateway E? Hang on, I have something to test here. I have to go west, west, south, south, north, south. Yeah, so this has to be gateway E. For those who get their east and west confused, it's easier to just say west. I do that a lot. So this it has to be gateway E right now that we are at. And to gain a key is the longest sequence, so it's the hardest one. We did the hardest one, technically. So the beginning is not relevant. Ah, hang on. I can use this to learn. The beginning is not relevant because, like, we mess up, and then we enter the sequence. So this west here would be gateway E? Did I say E? Yeah, it was E. So if I go west, west, south, south, north. This is gateway F. If you go south on F, you do cool. Yes! Okay, so, okay, I am lining it up, actually. So this is gateway F, and we did go to cool. To need a key, for example, if you wanted to need a key, you are enjoying it so far. You think you managed stage 8 before you had to call it night before you pass out. Nice. That game is very good. Like, I think it's very accessible. Like, the classic Vanias can be a bit rough, like difficult at times. I think that Super Castlevania 4 is probably the easiest of the classic Vanias. Not to say that you can't have difficulty with it, but I think it's very reasonable to play. It controls a lot better. If I know this is, I could map more gateways. I am going to map more gateways. Let me get out of here. What? What? We went to... I contained a card. Stop the presses. We were on gateway F. I went east because I wanted to leave. I didn't want to progress. I wanted to leave. So I went east, so I went to Der. And the last... And to gain a card does end at Der. So I solved the card one as well. So the tile ahead of me is gonna have a card. The looks are different. We got the card! Because I went east from gateway F, which was a door. After going north on what? Which one were we at? It has to be one that north is door. We were on gateway E. Or B. If this is gateway B, that... Okay, hang on, Pokemon cards. Wait, there was a teleporter right... What? Did it invert the teleporters? Do the card invert the teleporters? Does that mean I can go in here now? I went into the... weird thing. No, that's not where I want to be. No, I want to... because there's a spinner. Does that mean I can go here now that I have the card? No, it pushed me over here. I want to figure this out a bit more. So, west, west, south, south. Then we go north. We are here. This is supposed to be F, but it activated door? It makes no sense that this activated door because we go north from here. But we also activated cool. By going north, we activated cool. Unless it's like multiple gateways in one. No, you can't activate cool from here. I dropped in here again. I'm gonna use the key. South, then west. If a path is a key, then set Mara free. Did you save? You did. Can I just do that path? I can't, because if I go south and west, I'll land. Those dots line up with the other one. They do. They do. So what Sunfall is saying is that these lines that say if a path is a key, then some are free. Can you focus? Is that these ones, they line up with these letters? So you can't expect me to keep track of names out of all things at this time in life. A V C. In my language, an AVC, it's a cerebral cardiovascular accident. It's when you have a stroke, so that's very appropriate. AVCL R E Y. A Uukrul. That doesn't help. Quick, do you smell burnt toast? I'm doing very well with my alphabets. And the first one as well? No, it doesn't. Wait, No, it doesn't. Does it? No, it does. It almost does. These two line up. No, they doesn't. Unless it's like rotated. It looks like it took screenshots. You mean the little stars line up between the two? They do not. You mean the release one, right? Yeah, no, the release one does not line up. It's an even smaller screen for you, Mike. No, don't apologize. A visceral array. It doesn't help me. I contain the way of your escape. Yes, that's the exit. We can get there. I contain the card you need to take. Yes, I have the card. I contain the path you seek to make. That was the south one. That was the one that had I contain the path you seek to make. We want to make that path. If a path is a key, this one, according to the thing, is the path we seek to make. To leave the chaos, we know that. To gain a card, we did that. To gain a key, we did that. If a card heeds your call, then pass through the wall. The card does hit my call. Wait, is the teleporter here no longer working? Oh wait, no, this is a different place. What about the code book? The code book has a number for each letter. Yeah, Sunfall just goes like... And Sunfall goes like, and you have a bunch of letters? Go on. 8 would be... A would be 8, V would be 7, C would be 4, L would be 1, R would be 8, E would be 8 again, and Y would be 4. Good, we have a random string of numbers instead of a random string of letters. I feel a lot more confident now. Thank you. I'm revising. So the path we want to make is 8741884. Are you sure only have numbers and letters? I'm not sure of much. R is 8. Like, 8, 7, 4, 1, 8, 8, 4. You don't know the solution, you're guessing. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. I read a kid's book with a treasure map. X marks the spot. So like I can get that thing and put numbers on it. So it goes like 8741884. Yeah, I don't think that information helps. And then you have release, where R is 8, E is 8, L is 1, E is 8, A is 8, S is 7, and E is 8 again. If the release 8, 6, 7, 5, I don't get anything. So release is 8818878. 881 8878. That doesn't none of that helps me. Just so you guys know. None of that. Absolutely none of that. I'm like, yeah, that's very good. We're cracking the code. I just need to find the suitcase it goes with. In kids' books always take 7 paces to the south. Okay. Fine. I guess I never read a children's book. Those are for children. I was born old and tired. No, it does seem very plausible, yes. So if it was from here, it would be 8 south. 1, 2, 3. No. So it's not here. Maybe it's the key. If a path is a key, then 7 more are free. So it would be 8 south, 7 west, 4 north. Better levels, thank you for the confused bits. My guess is the ring. What ring? Don't bring more variables into this. There is no ring. You're mistaken. The copper ring on the floor. Ah. Right. But what the fuck? There are so many spinners here. Nothing makes sense for more than 2 seconds. I'll try to get back to the rink to play hockey. No, the rink. I want to get back to the ring. It used to be very easy to get back to the ring. Now it's... Never forget about the ninja element. Dishwasher control knob. Oh god, man. You know what this game needs? It needs an item that is literally called... red herring. It needs a literal red herring. Just like freaking Monkey Island. Okay, that turned into a door. How do I get back to... Ah, shit. I know of a way to get back there. Hang on. If you stop spinning me! Possibly start with V? What? What? Loca ricotta, right? What? V has come... What are you guys talking... Am I having a stroke? Are you guys writing text? You guys are writing letters that tend to form words, and I can't process it anymore. It's nonsense on your side. Good, thank you. I was getting worried. This used to be a teleport that took me back to the ring. But now it's taking me here instead. on the map where V would be. V is back at Surakis. Like, V is over here. Why would I go here? I'll try to get to the ring. By heading to 2. And then I'm going to do north, west, south. The one I took a lot of pictures. Right, there's a V, but wait, where's my exit? The one looks like a treasure map with letters. Right, there is a V in there. But what do you want me to do with that? I can't. Do you think this is the start of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't complete 8. I think that's the first point to visit. What is the first point to visit? What are you talking about? Okay, well, this is the ring. The ring took me here. We have been here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you go west 7 times. 1, 2, you're done. I need to unequip the card so you don't levitate down. Right. The card is not equipped. Do you want me to drop the item that we probably need? Or is specifically Sunfall that can't have it? Why? How would I know that? What? Are you purposely messing me up? I still can't get... Okay, we got back to the ring. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna... I didn't learn how that worked. Do I look like someone who has learned anything from this game? I can't go south from the thing. I'm gonna go back, save by food. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Don't bother reading this. It's nonsense. Alright, I won't. I'm reading what the game says, and all of that is nonsense as well. So there. So I want to go north, west, and south. It's not a card! It's not the card that is fucking me up. I need to find the exit before I starve. Thank you. Jesus, fuck. Down to fork is a deal, yes. Hello there, solid snack. It is absolutely flabbergastingly impossible. There's a floor I haven't been to. That's where you do this. Alright. Don't stress about piecing out the steps here. What do you mean? Ah. So I have to equip the card to get to a different floor where I do the driver map, is what you're trying to hint at. So I do need to actually give the card to Sunfall. And then find a way to get to that floor. I contain the way of your escape. We have done that. That's the exit as a teleporter out. I contain the card you need to take. We have it. I contain the path you seek to make. I have written that down. I have mapped it. I have taken pictures and everything. To need a key, we have done that. That's the gate that has the map. Reach every latch, which I assume is the map, not now. To leave the chaos, that's how you get to, that's fine. To gain a card, you already did. To gain a key, you already did. If a path is a key, that's somewhere else. If a card hits your call, then pass through the wall. So this is the place where you get to if... So I have to pass through a wall, but... There are several walls I can go past here. Searching? Good lord. I completely... Do you realize I completely forgot you could do that? I was just trying to run into the wall, hoping for the best. Wait. Take me back to the bloody crossroad puzzle. I mean, do I search every... Oh, there is one place. Hang on. Here, this room. Oh, there could be... No, Yeah, and it puts me back here. The Toledo of trial and error. I mean... The dungeon. Man, the spinner tiles, I swear to God. I, well, walked back in here. My little pillow quest, but this is whacked. Supposed to defeat the big bad, get your medal from Princess Leia, Q and music. This map is hurting your head. Welcome to the club. Do we really have to find a goddamn... secret wall? Going to fix our martini. Is the martini broken? Have coffee in it, son of. Okay. So come have a cows, I think you're more confused now than you were before. Well, yeah. That doesn't inspire confidence. And I get teleported back. If a card hits your call, then pass through the wall. What? Whoa. It does make me think that maybe there is like a secret thing that is not searchable. The wall, 11th. Do you mean Pink Floyd's The Wall? With the judge that Jesus, how do I show this? With the judge that is a giant butt. The judge is a butt. Everyone, Jesus Christ! Don't fall off, Jesus. I had to do that because that's dumbly relevant. This is like literally the only vinyl I own. And I had to rescue it. I used to listen to this when I was a kid. I used to struggle to read the lyrics. One, because I didn't know English. Second, because they're handwritten and the handwriting is not the best. Like on the original inserts, it's, yeah, all handwritten. Worthy item to have a vinyl. Indeed. I also have this that I keep over there just to remind me how much I like it. It's probably one of my favorite albums of all time. Alright, enough. Like, you know, these stallings, they actually help, like, you reset your brain a little bit. Alright. We need to get somewhere to use the map. We have figured that much. Oh, dumb joke on Earth. You never know where the lore comes from. Why did South lead me here? Okay, that's where you get the key. It's interesting that once I travel like this, I can't go back to the cage. If a card hits your call, then pass through the wall. Where? The card is hitting my call. It's teleporting us back to that thing that kind of looks like a key. This area. This weird ass area. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You come out of this door. I can't go east enough. You can go in the bottom sawtooth of the area that looks like the teeth of a key. Doesn't this look like a key to you? Where else would things look like a key? This thing loops around. You can see that it loops around. Like the end that doesn't go in the lock. Like this? Like the handle? Or this is a sawtooth. Right, that does look like a key. Right, so if I head south. There's a hidden teleporter there that takes me back here. I'm trying to get back there, believe me. All the spinner tiles and all the knight's man can't make my brain unconfused. Right, so we are here. If I take one step forward, it teleports me. You get teleported. Okay. We went downwards here. So this is hint number... Okay, this entire area, I'm gonna call it a hint. We're gonna get through the game with 4 hints. Face west? West. Just go through the wall from here? No. I take 4 steps forward. Okay, I can't. There is a wall. I like how it's it's the blind leading the deaf. You think I'm missing the cards? I need to... What? I have a few cards in storage. Do those work? Give me the Black Lotus. It depends on how many is all of them. Like, there's no way I would solve this if now... Oh no, now you need these extra cards. Well, I'll get the cards that I have and we'll see how many that is, and then we can check if you were missing one. I have 5 cards. Is that enough? All 6, including the one I have. Is that what you're saying? Five plus the one you're currently holding. Okay, so they're all cards of moving. Okay. So I did keep them and I did write down where because I'm organized. O P B4 O P B4 O P B4 O P C4 E4I. I did do the puzzle, just didn't realize it was relying on me specifically having those cards. Wasn't here that day. Alright. Alright. And I only ever skipped the Heart Hall section, and I don't think the one had cards. Leave, teleporter, why would you still need the cards? Who the fuck is going to carry 5 items stuck in the inventory for something they don't even need? Like, yeah, we solved the puzzle with the cards like 500 dungeons ago. I'm gonna put it away. Hang on. Let me make sure there is a save. Now go through the golden hoop. Okay. There was no way I could figure that out. I did do that puzzle, which was like a tower where the cards would make you climb up or down. I just never realized they had anything to do with Sunfall, because Sunfall is just like the default guy I dump key items into until I figure out what to do with them. This is different! No, it isn't. I mean, it is. I have to go back, I think. I shouldn't have gone south. The spinner tiles! Garcio spinner tiles. Okay. Follow the path from that. But if I go south, I was going to follow the path from that, but if I go south, It lands me here. And I can't walk down. It's just a number of steps shown on the picture. What picture? So it's not a code book, it's not those numbers. Picture doesn't show a number of steps. It shows letters. Letters are not numbers. I don't care what you say, they're not numbers. Unless you're talking hexadecimal. Right, I am at the spot. The number of steps shown on the picture. The picture shows AVC, face west. What? And then you said 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Latch Y, mechanism restarted, 6 latches left. Oh, I can see the other one from here. One, 2, 3, 4. Latch E, 14 steps left, 5 latches left. Latch R. I should be writing that down. It's going to... It was... Yeah, Y-E-R, it's the AVC, it's in the opposite order. It's starting from the bottom. Mechanism restarted. Oh. Fuck. Okay, I need to get. I think. Shit. I think shit a lot of the time. Yes. Spinner tiles! Begun! Imagine this with battles. So this is Y, which means that one is V. Which means this one is the closest one. R. Now L. L. C. V. Oh, but the steps restarted. A. Nine steps left, so I have exact amount of steps probably. I did not start with Y. I ended with Y. We can do it backwards. There we go. This is the treasure map. Yes. It's this. Fuck. Now do I just throw the cards to the window so I can actually leave? I'm pretty sure I can leave without doing that. No, I can't. Wait, can I? I don't know. The needing to have all the cards thing is a bit bullshit. But I had to pass all cards. I can just avoid the ring. The grate is unlocked. Mara lies on a black sacrificial table. Alright, pass the knife. This bitch has lived long enough. She's dressed in a black robe and her hands clasp an obsidian amulet to her breast. Mara! Hi, call her name. Nothing much happens. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna pause the timer here because I'm gonna be finishing this game right now, but I really need to hit the bathroom. I want to finish the game and talk about it. So like, I need to take a break. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Let me write down the time so I can cut this up properly. Later. So just to recap, and I'll talk about this again later. We needed 4 hints. I needed 4 hints for this. The first one was my bad. Resume the timer. Was my bad. I was learning to map the game and I forgot about the I forgot about a set of stairs. It happens. I wasn't used to the map. I would have figured it out eventually, probably. Second one was a crossword puzzle. I might have realized it was a crossword puzzle eventually, so that hint kind of sped things up. Third one was the mirror. The mirror would take me a long time to figure out. I would, because I did have notes, but it would take a long time. Fourth one I would never have figured out. Like, we got a card, I assume the card we got is specific to this place. I would never in a million years think that we need to have all the old cards that for some reason I kept them stored. He was this particular map telling you needed all 6 cards. No, no, nah. No. That makes no sense. I was gonna say there were no hints that we needed to get all the cards. Like if the word release, like release is the 7 latches. Crossword puzzles down. Meant for you being able to explain because you confuse. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was gonna argue that needing all 6 cards is something that has never been hinted at during the game. Like the crossword puzzle, you could figure out by looking at it eventually. The staircase, I would have found it eventually. The mirror, I would have gone through my notes and found it. It was hinted at. The cards were not hinted at.
Thank you.
Necrain, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcome everyone from Necrain's channel. I'm Corporate, stream Moses of the week. We're trying to beat Uukrul here. I tried to call Mara. I'm gonna call her again. Mara, fucking wake up. Look at the time, lady. Let's go. Chop, chop. Okay, let me touch her forehead. Her skin is cold. She does not respond. Touch it again. Keep touching. Keep touching. Okay, no. Let's look at the amulet. Don't touch, just look. It's on her breast. It would be inappropriate to touch it. The amulet is deep black and of a design similar to your soul amulet. It seems to be the focus of the magic which holds Mara. So if I take it, I'll kill her. So touch it. Incredibly cold and numbs his fingers. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Let me look at her robe. Robe is woven with runes. Okay, so you have to take the amulet. No other options do anything, so take the amulet. Helical pulls the amulet from Mora's grasp. As soon as he leaves her hand, it shatters into 1,000 shards. And she's dead. No, her eyes flicker. Call her name. Mara. Her eyes open slowly. She looks up and smiles, saying, "You have come. Our final task now awaits. I must warn those in the Western Lands. Go now to the beacon. I will meet you there." She disappears. What lady? She was like, "Hi, bye." Go to the beacon. Okay. Go to the beacon. I'm gonna write that down. I don't need to, but we go for the bacon. Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, pretty much. She could at least, like, taken me with her so I didn't have to do this thing again. Fine. I didn't fully figure the gateways down, but whatever, it's fine. I figured that most of them. Can you call me an Uber first? I don't have any cell on. I don't have any cell on my signal. I don't have any signal on my cell phone. Can you please? Okay, this is certainly the end of the game, everyone. Are you guys ready for the ending? 4 hints? 4 hints. One of those was absolutely necessary. Which means that if I played this game back in the day, I would have gotten as far as Chaos, but I would not have beaten the game. I'm gonna be hitting 60 hours. What if there is another dungeon? It's harder. Chaos 2. Electric chaosing. You step from the teleporter into the beacon control area. The room is brightly lit. The area is still and silent. Ornate tiles cover the floor and walls. Ahead of you, Sagaris waits. Mara appears beside him. She looks pissed. She speaks, "I have come from the marketplace, where I warned the villagers. Everything is now in place. We may at last light the beacon and free Ariaste of evil's threat forever." The real Uukrul star is here, yes. Someone did mention the inverted castle. You have done much to vanquish evil. Indeed, you have triumphed where I have failed. Now we must ask one last task of you. No. Nope. Fuck off. I'm out. Peace. Cheers. I dropped my fucking thing. You must help us light the beacon. Know that doing this will also end our lives. Our... as in all of us, or just you two? Because... this lone dude is here. She might... they refuse to do any of the sequels they promised. Quick visit to Beast Boy. Yeah, Beast Boy awaits. Okay, if we all die... is that them thinking, okay, we're gonna do a sequel and we really don't want to be bothered with a save file transfer? You know, like in Might and Magic, you can transfer the characters between 1 and 2. They didn't want to do that. So, okay, everyone dies. So that's one last feature I have to implement if we make a sequel. Or is too pissed to be kept out of carbonite. She's very pissed. She looks deeply at you. Once lit, the beacon will destroy Ariaste in the light of a new clear dawn. Orbital strike, we got it. No creature, good or evil, will take control again. The light will end our brief passage in these bodies. I mean, your body, like, I'm sure you're very eager to leave. Sagaris takes a small black cylinder from his robe. Drugs. Can I smoke one before we die? You recognize it as the object retrieved from the pool of testing. I was thinking of that object yesterday. I was reading through my notes. The rod we got from the thing, so he could start identifying items for us. He pushes it into a slot in the roof, and the room fills with a soft blue light. Are we going to a rave? Is it like a dance disco ball? Nuclear dawn. See what I did there? I didn't. Her medieval pulling that explosion. Mara smiles, but you can see her hands trembling. The game did. Nuclear dawn. Ah! I would have missed that. Thank you so fucking much for making me realize. Mara smiles, but you can see her hands trembling. I know your souls and ours will fly to join the heroes above. Yeah, it looks like a death cult, right? We're all gonna die and it's gonna be better. To light the beacon, you four must speak the last line of the prayer of lightning. Whoa, wait, no, what? My hand's trembling? No. Steady as a rock. Prayer of lightning, prayer of lightning. Of lighting, not lightning. I dare not myself complete the prayer. The final act must be yours alone. Mara closes her eyes, then turns, raises her arms, and begins to chant the prayer of lighting. Okay, is that's the untranslatable prayer? The one that I read to you guys the other day. Remember? I told you guys it was going to be on the test. Alright, Necrorain, have a good sleep, my friend. Brown blanket or something. So she knows it's the prayer of lighting. We didn't know that it was that because it wasn't translated. I need to pull a brown blanket or something. Ow. It's fine. I'm nothing if not committed. No less copy protection. The GOG releases come with the manual. It does! I got this manual from the GOG release. I'm pretty sure. No? I think it might not be on the GOG page, but it comes with the files. No, I have the PDF that came with the GOG installation. It's in the directory, yes. No, this game is unbeatable with all the manual in all kinds of ways. Like you can't do the prayers. Warkanar. Steelor or Cos. He probably needs the period. War Kanar War Steelor or Cos. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in the page. Maybe I'm misreading it. War Kanar. Or is she just like repeating it every time and then I mess up? Or Steelor or Cos. As you intone the last words of Lyrion, there is a deep rumbling sound. A beam of blinding light pierces the slot in the roof. The last thing you are aware of is a peaceful smile on the faces of Mara and Sagaris. Maximum effort cosplay, yes. Even the chair is cosplaying. Look, the chair is cosplaying with me. It's a two entities. Maybe the answer is preamble. Have 10 minutes to decode that text. Maybe we need to use the code book and translate that line to numbers. She's even gonna get more pissed, maybe. Chair back on Notre Dame. Hunchback of Uukrul. Yeah, keep it going. As if in a dream, your souls are drawn from your bodies. You are somehow aware of an immense explosion, yet you cannot feel anything. Slowly, your surroundings become more distinct. You realize that you're floating high into the sky. You look down on Ariaste. As if in slow motion, you see the great mountain city bathed in a brilliant light, brighter than 1,000 suns. You keep ascending and you notice the stars around you now, no longer high above. Holy fuck, this looks good. Your journey slows and you find yourselves in a huge palace, like the one within Ariaste. It didn't look anything like this. It was just the same tile set but with dicks on the walls. You guys remember the dicks on the walls drawn by Uukrul? Uukrul was a teenager. But yet much more regal. Yeah, no dicks on the walls would do that. Nearby you see Mara and Sagaris. They approach, and their forms are now more whole and real than their bodies ever were. Sagaris raises his hand in greeting. You four, Helical, Sakra, Mystic Theurge, Sunfall, have wrought a great victory. In Ariaste the end has come, the beacon has been lit. We are now with the gods, immortal and ever living. He continues, you may now know my true name, Surakis, first of the ancient kings. Oh, what a twist. I kind of thought it was like the same character already because the names are so similar and I'm not good at keeping track of that. Yeah, congratulations, Sakura. I was able to use arcane magic. I used algorithms and code to achieve my goals. I was able to use arcane magic and the psychic will of the enchantress Mara to return from the past to aid your party in your quest against darkness. Wait, if you are the first ancient king brought back by ancient magics and algorithms to help us, why was he charging us money to identify our items? What? Even a spirit needs a side hustle these days. Guild rules. Man's gotta eat. He's a spirit, he doesn't have to eat. But I could not reveal myself to you until the last moment, lest the knowledge should have passed also to Uukrul. Even so, image of Surakis tormented his dreams, and he would soon have known I was there. But that is all in the past. Yeah, Uukrul was defacing Surakis' portraits in the palace, probably because he was so troubled by it. Keep up appearances, side hustle. Mara looks at last fulfilled, her features no longer wearied. She speaks, we are now heroes! To be sung of in taverns and blessed in temples, but greater things lie ahead. No sequels. Come, let us meet Adron, has long been awaiting our arrival. He wants to play dice. I'm kind of warm. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's so good! Man, that guy has a lot of dice. He's just throwing like his dice everywhere. Surakis and Mara guide you through the palaces, past magnificent towering pillars, towards a huge throne. In a blaze of light shining before you can make out the form of the great god Adron. Can't even type a sound command, so fair, get it together. As you approach the throne, you realize that your task is indeed complete. Uukrul has been destroyed, you will never again dwell in Ariaste. You gaze upward and wonder if the rest of eternity is going to be this exciting. Probably not. I don't think you... Yeah, there's no more on the text, so we can't... I think this is it. It's a large hadron collider. Yeah. That's good. That's pretty good. Well, I miss Sakura's puns. She's been behaving too well lately. Oh, I can press enter. Is there anything else? Nope. You keep pressing buttons, eventually every game crashes to DOS prompt. Let me, am I a wizard cleric? No, I'm a weird guy that doesn't eat but charges money to identify items.
Hallelujah, Hawk One!
Yeet thee to DOS, ye enlightened ones. Yes. And it only took us 60 hours. And GG's. The eternal blackness of the DOS prompt. Epic adventure it was. Like, I have zero complaints about the game. This is a case, you know, of course you're gonna be like, look, 1989. That should be enough to make you cut slack to all of the stuff that the game might do that you might not be a fan of. But I don't think that is fair enough. The game is good in its own regard. Like, even today, like, as long as you are slightly a fan of dungeon crawlers, this is a very solid one. I'm not the biggest fan of how cryptic it is and how some of the stuff was literally impossible to figure out. I mean, look, I talked about this plenty, I'm gonna talk about it again. I needed 4 hints. One of those I would not figure out. Just one. I think for a 1989 dungeon crawler that spans over 60 hours, having one thing that the average dumb schmuck like me can't figure out is not the worst. And if I were playing this game and had nothing else to play, like a lot of people would back in the day, given enough months stuck, if I really insisted, I might consider, okay, I'm going to identify the card. Oh, it's the same name of the other one's cards of moving. I wonder if it does anything different if I have all of them. And then maybe, yes. It was a good time. It was fucking absurd as well, yes. Absurd but enjoyable. There you go. Pass on the weapon breaking puzzle stuff you can accept, not something you're into. Rest you're okay. The game is meant to be played around those difficulties. Like the manual says, there's something from the manual that I don't know if I've brought up. A word from the devs. A letter from the authors. The game's emphasis is on depth of play and quality of puzzles. It's not just another Bash the Monsters fantasy game. It can give you figures about the numbers of monsters or maze size, that's not the point. You hope you find the puzzles challenging and torturous without them brick-walling you. And in all fairness, I did figure pretty much everything on my own. Other than a few hints to speed things along. And the last one. We can't stop you using backups of your party, but we designed the game so that it will be best when the death of a character really means something. Play cautiously, resurrect, make use of the mausoleum and guild rather than going to backup whenever someone dies. Now, I can appreciate that, and I can appreciate games that are built around that. And it is the way I would recommend someone play this back in 1989. Nowadays, with, you know, all the games that we have that we want to get to, I consider using backups a better choice. 60 hours is not absurd, and the game did not feel too much. It never felt like it overstayed its welcome. I would have figured it out. It just gave me some support. I do feel that way. Maybe not the cards. Given enough time, maybe not like, you know, proper streaming time. But you know, 1989 time that is infinite and forever. They saved a few hours at most. Yeah, that's how I feel about them in general. You seriously ask if the map look like a crossword puzzle? I am lumping it up into hint because I did ask for chat to help me solve the crossword puzzle because I'm not good at those in English. Post Uukrul section was ridiculous. It was, and the fact, and look, despite the fact that the game doesn't have, you know, animations when you turn around or when you move forward, it's just flip images. And the map there being broken, like most of the game I could find my way around. There were several parts that was navigating without stopping to look at the map. And it was like a tiny window. So yeah, battles were very good for 1989. I think that kind of battle would have been considered more than okay several years later still. It did provide a lot of depth with positioning and strategy, and let me move to block their way, and let me put in a way where, like, you know, line up for spells sometimes. Now, like, we saw a lot of that on the Uukrul battle. Instead of being just like command attack spell turn based like that, there was a lot of strategy and positioning that was very enjoyable. The whole stun thing at the end there, like, I'm surprised we managed to do that without anyone dying. Can forgive the actual solving of the puzzle due to language. The crossword puzzle, yes, that one. I'm fine with English. I don't have a problem with reading. Like 90%, maybe even more of the content I consume is in English. It has been for years now. But if you put on top of that a crossword puzzle, and on top of that a cryptic password puzzle, then it becomes a bit much. It's not like the gold box games looked any better. This game looks fantastic for how many people made it. You vote 3. Alright, I'm gonna accept 3 because one of those was, look at the map, you dumb fuck, you forgot a staircase. That's half a hint. And is that a crossword puzzle? Maybe looks like one. That's a half hint. So we can land on 3. We can land on 3. Crossword puzzles are dumb. No, that was very clever. When I realized I was groaning and I was like, what the fuck? But it was clever. Right, it had the numbers, and at the end you had the passageways. I managed to work out the goddamn arming of the beacon. And that map was confusing as fuck with the dice to teleport around. And the inner teleporters, there were multiple layers of teleporters. I was so fucking surprised by how I managed to figure out so much of this game. It kind of leaves me feeling a bit smart. I'm sure that will pass. But it does make me feel a little bit smart. So yes, Dark Heart of Uukrul is a very good game. I do recommend it for fans of dungeon crawlers, but you do need to have patience. You do need to make notes. Notes! I was gonna talk about notes. Let's do a quick review of the notes here. So, how many pages of notes that was? I have some notes that were elsewhere. Which, there are some extras there, I'm not gonna count those. So I have 2 pages separate from everything else for the crossword puzzle. Right, and the results of the crossword puzzle. And outside of that, thank you the 3 levels. I do like crosswords. I have a bunch of physical ones. Outside of that, I have some additional notes. Yeah, I have notes for storage in sanctuaries and item prices at shops when it was relevant. So that's 3 pages so far. 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23 pages total. And that reminds me, that segment on the shelf, was there anything there that I missed? Can anyone confirm the shelf by the lake? You guys know what I'm talking about before Uukrul? You like Sudoku far more. I like to alternate between them. As the person who made me play, I'm very glad I ended up liking to play the whole thing, though you were under an obligation to do so. It's fine, Sunfall. For those of you who weren't here, Sunfall donated to a charity. You know, because when I did Save and Raid, I would have the thing that you could donate to Save and Raid and ask me to play a game. And I would play it for at least 10 hours or beat it. And Sunfall asked if, no, because Save and Raid is on hold for now. He asked if he could, if they could donate to a charity and choose me to play a game, and I say sure, everything for a charity. And they picked this game. And when I hit 10 hours, they reminded me, you don't have to keep playing. No, enjoy the ride. Me too. I had to step out and miss the end. I could see a dang game get beat. It was a very good game. Shoutouts to, and most of these pages, they are full of notes. Like, it's not a little bit. This is my notes for the lever puzzle that I figured out on my 2nd attempt. I have no idea. Some of these puzzles were not easy and I figured them out almost by luck. But shoutouts to the maps I had to draw. You guys remember this segment? The tower with the holes and the teleporters. I'll say this, those of you who helped me figure out why I could never use a band properly, thank you. That was very handy. I would not be able to draw it this well without decent pen usage. Yeah, thank you. Tried to convince me to play another game for part of the week. No, but I needed to keep my mind on this one. I literally would have lost track of everything midway through it. You'll be asking chat to backseat constantly on this one. And some of these puzzles, and I don't want to say I'm proud because whatever, it's a game, but some of these puzzles I couldn't believe when I figured out the goddamn beacon army sequences. That one was awesome. You don't think you missed anything on the shelf? The room with the hammer in the middle, just walk around it counterclockwise and anti-clockwise, which is hilarious. What the fuck? Yeah, I did miss one heart. I know the heart was inside the hammer. I didn't care because we didn't need another heart. But yeah, this game is official 3 thumbs up material. Ow. Fuck. And I'm gonna call it cryptic, absurd, yet very good shit.